This is Owen McKendry for ESBR Boxing. Delighted to be joined by the man himself in Coventry, Izzy Asif. Coventry, we're here again. Talk to me about Saturday night.
We're back in the Midlands here. We're here. Danny Quarterman from Leamington Spa, Niall Berry, Birmingham, the Midlands. We're taking over this weekend. Looking forward to it. Got a lot of pressure on these guys, and a lot of fan tickets have sold. But it's going to be a cracking night of boxing. Our first night on DAZN as well. So yeah, it's all happening.
Last time I spoke to yourself was in Coventry, ahead of another Danny Quartermain performance. How important is it for yourself? Because I know you've got your Sheffield roots up north, but you were very keen to get yourself a Midlands base. So how important is it for you to be able to keep bringing these shows to areas like Coventry and the surrounding talent of Leamington, Nuneaton and Birmingham?
It's massive, because I always felt for Birmingham and the Midlands to be such a big area, it's not produced the world champions as it should. I've said this, and I've said this to my mates here. I've got a lot of friends and family from Birmingham and Coventry. I said, why is it a city like Sheffield to produce champions after champions? And you've got Birmingham, and let's be honest, there's a lot of gyms here. There's a lot of lads from the working class community who go to gyms. Gyms are busy. Why is it that you don't produce it? It's almost like the forgotten about area. Not anymore. Listen, you've seen what Tyler Denny's done here. You had a big card of the day with Matchroom. You can see what GBM do and all. We're going to push it. And Birmingham's, I said to some kid in the gym today, I've always wanted to be around Midlands and surround myself with them. And let's find a world champion. Let's find a future champion of the Midlands. And we're here to do it. What better platform than DAZN and GBM?
For the card we've managed to get on Saturday night, it seems like there's just been issue after issue, pull out after pull out. How sort of proud almost are you that you've got a card of this standard, considering it must have been a stage where you thought, can we go ahead with this?
Yeah, listen, I'm going to be honest, at some points of this week, other promoters might consider slacking the show, slacking the show off, just calling it off, but not me. But no way, we put too much energy and effort into it. I enjoy it so much, and we made it work. You know, we had 7 pull-outs, 7 opponents being missed, a couple of home fighters pulling out who sold a lot of tickets as well. But listen, it's part of the job description. You know what you sign up when you're a boxing promoter. You don't get it easy. Things happen last minute, and this is just one of them moments. So, listen, we just roll with the punches, as they say.
So far in your short time, considering how you said you're almost like a big promoter at small hall level, you've delivered European titles, you're delivering more European titles for Danny Quartermain. How important is it now that you've got the backing of DAZN, you've got that deal with DAZN, for you as a promoter to continue delivering these big nights and titles?
Oh, listen, I want the big boys league. You know, anybody knows me. I'm in this game because I want to be in the big boys league. I want the big titles. I want the world titles. I want the big nights. I want the stadiums. I want it all. And that's what I understand as a process. I understand the hard work and, you know, kind of discipline we need to do, and that's what we're going to keep doing, pushing. But listen, of course, I want them big lights. I want the stadium. I love it. We love it as a team. So we'll keep going. But listen, Saturday night is an important night for us. Our first night on DAZN. So it's important that we start the relationship in a good way. Make sure the viewers are happy, and let's entertain. That's what we're in the entertainment business.
I think you're guaranteed entertainment. You know, River Wilson bent on the card, Niall Berry, top of the card, Danny Quartermain again. Surprisingly, I noticed he said on stage, and I did question it himself, where he said he wants to use his boxing more. I thought against Alex Rat he was exceptional, he was almost punch perfect. So how good are we expecting Danny Quartermain to be on Saturday night?
Listen, they're all going to be stealing that £1,000 knockout of the night, aren't they? They're all going to be at it. I can't see anybody winning on points. But listen, it's good. This is good. Danny Quartermain's got an exciting style. Sometimes as a fighter you think I'm going to go on my back foot and box a bit, but then you get in there, adrenaline rushes, you go, right, let's go. And I think that's what you see with Danny Quartermain Saturday night.
I think now we've got such a big card in Coventry, we'll move on to some pressing matters, we'll say, in boxing. Big news, AJ Dubois, it's a massive fight for both. How do you see that going? Because I know a lot of people have said the way the Filip Hrgović fight went with Dubois, they can see AJ getting it done in sort of 2-3 rounds. Do you think that's harsh on Dubois, or is that a case of AJ will just be too good for him?
I think AJ punches too hard, and I feel like Dubois takes too many shots. I don't feel like he can avoid AJ's power. He's not going to be avoided. And taking the shots he did against Hrgović is different. But taking it against a fresh, lean, hungry, almost new AJ. It's the AJ of new. You know, it's probably one of the best AJs we've seen with everything about him, his aura, his kind of body language, everything seems so confident about AJ. And I think he's going to be an early stoppage within 4 rounds, an AJ knockout.
So for yourself, would it be fair to say it's not the AJ is back, this is a new AJ?
Well, without a shadow of doubt. I've just seen the kind of, I won't say AJ's back, he's just a new lease of him mentally and all. I think, you know, sometimes as a fighter, it's not just physically, it's a mental kind of demons you're playing with. I feel like he's in a good place. I feel like he's a happy fighter, and you know it goes, happy fighter, dangerous fighter. I feel like tactically Ben Davies is best in the country, probably one of the best in the world, a great coach, and I think he's got something different about AJ, and I still feel like we might see the best of AJ. I do not feel like he's gone and done. I feel like we could see the best of him. And even Tyson Fury, asked me 6 months ago, I would have said Tyson Fury. Asked me today, and I said it's a very close fight.
That was on to my next subject, because I did ask you previously about Fury, Usyk. Fury's recent interviews where he said Usyk was an amateur in there, it was easy for him, it was almost too easy. For myself watching at home, it was worlds apart from that. Do you feel those comments have an element of fairness, or is that just Tyson Fury trying to gloss over his performance?
Yeah, listen, to call him Usyk's undisputed champion. To say he looks like amateurs, it's just pathetic comments. He's just winding him up, and it's Tyson Fury at his best winding him up. Listen, I thought it was a close fight. I know people had it Usyk winning. I still feel like Tyson possibly a draw. Tyson by one, Usyk by one. But it's on opinions, what you like, what you see, what do you want to see, what you favour. So it's good, but Fury's good at his mind games, but that's going to be fun. But AJ's got that bit of spite about him again, isn't he? He feels confident. I feel like he's going to be the one who's possibly going to go in favour if that fight happens.
And just to finish on, we'll say an interesting topic, Mauricio Sullivan, WBC president, has come out with the Ryan Garcia ban. He said he's going to support Ryan Garcia. He's almost family. He doesn't want to put any punishment on him. What do you make of that? As obviously, you're in a position of you're matchmaking these fighters. They put their lives on the line. They go in there to put a show on. How do you feel about those comments?
Yeah, listen. He's been what was he banned for what substance was it again? Yeah, I don't listen. Obviously, with how busy we've been, I know he's got the ban, but obviously I'm massively against any sort of sporting enhancement drugs, any kind of supplements enhancement, but. For somebody at WBC's got to be really careful what he says. A lot of people look up to him in a position where he's got a lot of responsibility. But I worry about Ryan Garcia's mental state. Some of the stuff he's saying, at first I thought, is he playing a mastermind game here? Is he really playing mind games? But I'm really concerned about his well-being, and that's important for me. I think he needs family and people around him who's going to be honest with him, get him seen to if he needs seen to, because listen, we all have a back and forth with fighter, but the health of a fighter is paramount. The health of a person is paramount. There's a lot more serious things out than just boxing. And I hope he's all right. I hope he goes well with whatever he's doing. I hope he stays healthy and goes to his family. And that's all I can pray for.
And just to finish on a better subject, I think with that AJ Dubois card, we've got Matchroom, we've got Queensbury, we've got Boxer, we've got Wasserman, all on one card. For you and for me, obviously as a boxing fan, and yourself as an ex-boxer, a fan, a promoter, how important is it now that we're at a stage where we can get 4 different promotions in one card?
Yeah, absolutely. Only one promoter missing there that should be up there. Well, which happened, you know which one. But it's great. Listen, it's good to happen. The fights will happen now, and you'll see promoters working together. And the fights that possibly wouldn't happen 6 months ago, a year ago, now with the Riyadh season and Turkey Al-Sheikh's investment into boxing, these big fights will happen.
Izzy, Asif, thanks so much for your time, and good luck on Saturday night.